everyone. I am here with another video for you to talk about time management for teachers, especially because we are now working from home and we all need those time management techniques to help us to be more productive while we're at home. So, as you know, as teachers, we are constantly on the go. We are teaching classes and sometimes those classes may overlap. So if we're not scheduling our time properly, we may find ourselves being overwhelmed because of the number of things that are coming at us all at once. So I have 3 tips for you. The first tip I have for you in order to manage your time well is to create a productive workspace. Now, as you can see here, this is my workspace. It consists of a table and a desk, but workspaces can also go as to consist of a ring light if you're doing a lot of videos, or a TV screen if you want to show students something, or a whiteboard. And I do have my whiteboard here. It's not on screen, but I do have a short mini whiteboard that I can write to explain things to people through the camera, because we're all doing online classes at the moment. Many of us are not doing face-to-face classes because of the pandemic, so we have to have these things nearby. I also have a bookcase that is right here that has all my books, all my papers, everything that I need for the class and for the working day. In addition to that, I have my writing utensils, my pens, my pencils, markers, whiteboard markers. I have little gadgets that I may need for the online classes. These little lights, I'm going to take down my light here to show you. Just these little lights that come up on camera and that can light up my face when I'm ready to do my online classes. So I have everything within hand's reach for me to just grab and go, because I have back-to-back classes many times, and many times our schedules are booked, right? In addition to my workspace, I ensure that I have a room or a space that is far away from noise. Now, because we're at home, you know, we can't eliminate all the noises around, but if you can, you know, try to diminish or to not have as much noise as usual. It's the best thing possible. If you can get a room by yourself, that is fine. We only have one guest room, and I've given that room to my husband, so that is his workspace. But for me, I just found a space in the living room, and that's my workspace at the moment. So find a space against a wall, find a space maybe in your bedroom, in your living room, if you don't have a separate room. If you do have a small apartment or a small house that you're working with, then you can even go outside. Move your workspace on the veranda, on the porch, or outside under a tree. Now, there are some disadvantages to going outside to work. Those may be audio and visual distractions all around. However, it's good to get fresh air and to have that sunlight on you, and it's great for lighting if you want to do videos. So bear those things in mind as we try to get a productive workspace going. In addition to that, you have to create stability. So for me personally, I like stability. So I like to be in one space all the time, every day. So whenever I am going to work, I know this is my workspace. Everything is here. I don't have to move every day, every week to another workspace. And then things may get lost in the process of moving. All of that is eliminated when I have one workspace. I say this is my workspace, this is my headquarters, right? So I deem this my headquarters, and all the members of my family know this is where I go to do my classes or to do videos for you guys and so forth. In addition to that, I try not to have classes on the couch or on the bed, because that gets me sleepy. It also doesn't make me as productive as I am when I'm sitting on a normal chair and a desk in front of me. Also, if there is limited space at your home, or if outside is not working for you, you can actually go to a coffee shop or get a shared space. Now, that is if they are open to getting people and allowing people to come in face to face. So once your city has opened up, you can consider going to a coffee shop. You don't have to go every day, because people don't have money like that, but you can try to go twice a week. Hey, just give the house a break, and schedule with your family that mom or dad will take 2 days off during the week to go to another shared workspace to get some work done. Now, there are advantages and disadvantages to having shared workspaces. It's great for collaboration. So if you're going to meet someone and talk about a project, or you have a team project that you're working with, a shared workspace is an excellent place to have meetings and to work. However, if you yourself are working on an individual project and you need quiet time, maybe a shared workspace is not the best thing for you, or a coffee shop, because there will be distractions around. So you have to know what your objectives are and choose your workspace according to the objectives that you have. All right. Additional advantages for going to the coffee shop may be free Wi-Fi, free refreshments, and collaborating with people, networking with people, and so forth. So those things are great. But remember, the first thing you do when you have a productive workspace is create your ground rules, and with those ground rules come finding your peak productivity. So you're now going to try to find your work hours, and we're going to talk about the work hours in a little bit, but try to find your peak productivity, meaning you need to know how your body functions. What's your body clock like? What kind of person are you? Are a morning person or are you an evening person? Figure that out. Would you prefer to do work early in the morning? Is that when you are most productive? Or you prefer to do things late at night? Is that when you're most productive? Personally speaking, I find that I am most productive when everyone is asleep. And that may mean 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. when everyone is asleep, outside is dark, the sun has not come up as yet, and everything is quiet. I find that I pump, and put in all that energy and finish work before the sun comes up and before I start to get my son ready for school and get everything started for breakfast and so forth. So find a time that you can get up and be productive. Know your body clock. Know if you're a morning person or an evening person, and work around that. In addition to that, I want to also encourage you to, regarding your peak productivity, always know that there is no one person that is productive all the time. You're going to have your ups and downs, your ebbs and flows. So find a time, know your time when you are the most productive, and take advantage of that. Always try to get the rhythm, your work rhythm, the rhythm of life, yeah? When you can relax, when you feel more comfortable, and when you feel like it's time to go and work. Find that rhythm and see how best you can just use that rhythm as a pattern for your work life. At the end of it all, set a time schedule around your family schedule. And we're going to talk about that in the next tip, because I will talk about how you can meet with your family and discuss your working hours with your family. In addition to that, create a work at home strategy. Look at scheduling apps. I talked about that in another video, but one scheduling app you can use is Trello. Trello, Trello. Just Google that. You can use that as a scheduling app to schedule your time, when you're going to start work, when you're going to finish work, and see how best you can stick to that schedule and get your productivity going. The last tip I have for you is to keep set work hours. So now we have talked about getting a productive workspace. We've talked about making sure you know when you are productive and when you are not, finding your peak productivity. And now we're going to finish off by talking about keeping your set work hours. Treat your workspace as if this is actually your office. Have a start and a finish time for your job. Just like a race has a starting line and an end line, you're going to have a start time of the day and an end time of the day. Just as if you were going to the office and you need to clock into work and clock out of work. So, say for example, you're working at 9 in the morning and finish at 4 in the morning. Some people may want to finish later in the morning because they have to get their kids ready for early morning classes. So, for persons who want to start at 11 or 12 midday and finish much later down in the evening, maybe by 7, 8, 9, they'll wrap up. So, my suggestion would be to create a schedule that fits around your family. How are you going to do that? You're first going to call a family meeting. Just call a family meeting in the living room, in the shared space that you have, and sit everyone down and have everyone create their own schedule, their own timetable. Look, if you have kids, look at the kids' timetable, look at when they have classes, when their classes finish, when they'll have a free time to play, and when they have time for homework and so forth. Look at your husband's schedule or your wife's schedule and see how best you now can navigate your time around those schedules. Everyone should now have their own set schedules, and then you put that schedule up, maybe put it on the fridge, put it on a wall. If you have a nice whiteboard that you use for notices, put that up there. Wherever there is frequent traffic coming in and out, put it there so everyone can see what the schedule is like. When it's time for daddy to be in his office, when it's his end time, when it's time for mommy to be in her office, and when it's her end time, and when are the kids' time to be in class. So everyone should know everyone's schedule, and there should be a collective agreement that if daddy starts at 7 in the morning and finishes at 2 in the afternoon, then mommy will pick up at midday and finish at 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. So everyone gets their own free time. Kids should know that the parents are working. So if we decide that daddy will start 7 in the morning to have his meetings and to do his work, we will leave daddy alone. Will not come in and disturb daddy, because that is daddy's time to work. Likewise, when mommy has her time to work, we will know her hours and we will be respectful of her hours. So we will not disturb mom when mom is working. And likewise, when the kids have classes, we will not disturb them because we want them to concentrate in class. Now, everyone must agree to respect each other's time, and everyone must agree that there is a start and an end time, and we stick to those times. I have for you is to plan your breaks around your work hours. Take a walk outside, run some errands, cook, have a lunch outside at a coffee shop somewhere, and take some snack and tea breaks. And be flexible with your working hours. Remember that you need to be happy. Everybody needs to be happy in the family in order for this to work, right? We need to be productive during this time, and we need everyone's cooperation. So I'm thankful for your viewership, and I hope that you tune in next time where we talk about another topic on teaching and teachers. So take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.